I remember sitting at those ugly gray folding tables at Harvard Divinity School, the same ones that Schuyler mentioned, brainstorming. A bunch of young ministers-to-be, and me, the only one who already had an ongoing staff position at a congregation, a full-blown religious professional. I was and am the director of music at Arlington Street Church, just a couple of blocks that way. When you're creating something out of nothing, you have the luxury, read potentially paralyzing anxiety, to shape it however you want. So we talked about what our goals might be for this community that didn't yet exist beyond an idea. And I still remember what I shared, which is that I hoped to help create a place that could be a community for the leaders as well as the participants. And at Sanctuary Boston, that's a pretty blurry line by design. I hope that those of us who put this all together, who exchanged 800 planning emails, who set up and put away chairs and mics and food, who stood up and shared our stories and our songs, that we could be filled with the Spirit and not just work towards creating an experience for others. As the resident religious professional, I already knew that if there are one or two moments in a service when I'm able to get out of my management brain and actually experience some real connection to another person or to the divine, I call that grace. Side note, I think that's why a lot of ministers and other religious professionals come here. We need this too. 10 years in, this goal continues to be a moving target. Behind the scenes work can often still be lonely or thankless, but I've always kept that goal of sanctuary for all in mind and tried to model what community leadership can be. I know I'm grateful every service I get to play and sing with these folks who have become not the band, but my friends. And I feel the same when I look out at those of you here tonight, or I scroll through the cameras and names of you on Zoom. When I introduce a song, type in the chat, or share my own joys and sorrows, I've tried to help model creating a space where we can all share our real, hard, complex truths. I loved being able to spend time with many of you at the recent Sanctuary Retreat, including a few of you who I'd only previously met through the screen. The retreat might be my favorite thing we do, thoughtful, loving, silly, and spacious. Alex and Martha led one workshop where we tried to write a 10th anniversary Sanctuary song in just about an hour and a half. No simple task. When the six of us participating, Alex Klingenberg, Callie, Emily, Martha, and myself, all talked about what messages we wanted to convey, one of the things that kept coming up was that sometimes fraught idea of belonging. What stories were we telling ourselves and the world about who we needed to be or what we needed to prove to be here? To belong here, to belong anywhere. And it came back to this. It doesn't matter how long you've been coming to this or to anything. It doesn't matter if you know the songs or the people. It doesn't matter if your brain is stuck in management mode. It doesn't matter if you find connection through the computer screen. It doesn't matter if you think you're too sad or too frantic or too stuck or somehow too much. When you show up, you belong here. We all belong here. And we need to keep reminding each other that. I think that's why our version of Sanctuary starts with the lyric, "Make us aware we are a sanctuary." Because every dang week, I know I need that reminder again and again. And that's why we wrote this 10th anniversary song. I hope you'll sing it with us, and I hope you'll hear that message in your heart. You are light. You are loved right through. You belong. If you're here, it's yours.